Hi, and welcome to a UVA housing webinar on choosing your housing for the 2021-2022 academic year. Today's topic is Upperclass on-grounds housing options. We're going to go through some of our apartments and our traditional residence halls available for upper-class students. So let's get started. So our upper-class housing options we have apartment style, which are Bice House, Bond House, Copley Apartments, Faulkner Apartments, and Lambeth Apartments. We also have a traditional hallway style area called JMW, which stands for Johnson, Malone, and Whedon. So let's get started without delay. Some of the benefits of living on grounds are that we have central locations close to university resources, classes, dining, etc. There's also an opportunity to select your roommates and also select where you live. Unlike the first year process, where students are randomly assigned, upper-class students can place themselves in roommate groups and select their housing when the room selection time and date occur. There's also a set cost, which covers all utilities. And you have the independent living option in terms of living in an apartment or in a traditional residence hall style, but also with the assistance of our staff, our RA staff, if you need that assistance. You have opportunities to interact with students and live around students who are also, like you, full-time enrolled in classes. There are air conditioning options in all of our housing options. And there's a one payment system through your SIS account. Billing and payment are similar to tuition and fees. So we're going to show you some videos that our upper class housing students have done. And some of the videos you will see reference to pre-COVID amenities and opportunities that we hope to offer once again after the COVID pandemic has ended. Please note that we make sure that all of our events are safe and in compliance with university guidelines. All right, first up is Bice House. Bice House, as you can see from the map, is located near Now Hall, Gibson Hall, and also by the University of Virginia Medical Center. It's also near Bond, which we'll talk about in a minute. It offers double rooms, so you have the opportunity to have a roommate, but also living in an apartment style. There are 2-bedroom and 3-bedroom apartments, therefore holding 4 and 6 students. It's close to Central Grounds, the corner in Scott Stadium, just across JPA from New Campbell Hall. They have fun activities and events and great community space for gathering or studying. So here you see a floor plan of a typical 2-bedroom apartment. So you can see the double extra long beds, the living area, the dining area, the kitchen, and you can see that Bond is located right next to, that Bice is located right next to Bond. There's a lovely shot of the outside of Bice House. An example of what a room would look like if decorated. The kitchen and appliances you can see have been upgraded. And the living area.
Hi everyone!
My name is Chana.
I'm Josh.
I'm MJ.
And today we're going to be giving you all a tour of Bice.
This is the beautiful Bice courtyard. It's the perfect place to eat outside, study outside, work out, or even grill s'mores with your friends. As you can see, Bice has plenty more outdoor seating. It's only a 2-minute walk from Now Hall and right next to the brand new Student Health Center coming soon. Bice is right next to the Bond parking garage, and it's only a 12-minute walk from Central Grounds, so you can still sleep in the morning.
So now it's time to see your Bice apartment. Welcome home. And so this kitchen is newly refurbished as of last year, and this lovely kitchen table is great for hanging out with your apartment mates and getting to know each other. So let's come see the bedroom. Here is your Bice bedroom. These normally hold 2 twin extra long beds, 2 desks, 2 dressers, and 2 armoires, but 1 home.
So here we have the lounge. The lounge is perfect for studying, catching up with friends, or watching TV. As Bice residents, we love having these shared spaces because they give us an opportunity to get away from our apartments and meet them. So here we have the laundry room. It's equipped with 10 washers and 10 dryers and 2 vending machines for everyone to use. This is also a great place to meet new residents.
This concludes our tour.
Thanks for tuning in.
Don't think twice, choose Bice,
And make housing a home.
All right, next we have Bond House. Bond House, named for Julian Bond, is our newest upper-class apartment area. It's a large complex with large apartments. It features single bedrooms with full-size beds, an open common space with the living room and a kitchen island. And just like Bice, it's right near the medical center and right across JPA from New Cabell Hall. Here you see a typical floor plan with 2 bedrooms on either side of the living area and kitchen. And you see it also has 2 bathrooms. And again, the visual right near Bice House. There's a lovely outside shot. What a bedroom looks like undecorated. The kitchen area with the kitchen island and the living room area.
Hello, and welcome to Bond House. That's where I live. We've got some great seating space on the outside. All right, let's go inside and check it out, shall we? As you can see on the bottom floor, there's some classrooms, as well as we've got a mailroom and a printer. The mailroom wasn't open this past year, but hopefully in 21-22 it will be. All right, let's keep going. All right, welcome to the main entrance of Bond. As you can see on your left, there's a nice little lounge space to study. Wow, check out that homework, huh? On each floor, there's a set of elevators as well as a set of staircases. Let's go check out one of the students' rooms. In each suite, there's a kitchen as well as a sitting area. Each suite has 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. Each bathroom has a shower, a toilet, and a sink, as to be expected. On the top 5 floors, there is a laundry room with washers and dryers, as well as a counter space for folding laundry. And there's also lounge space for more studying. So Bond is shaped kind of in an L shape. That's why you can see the building wrap around itself from this window. All right, let's check out the building. So here's some more study space. This is one of my favorite spots in Bond. Just another outside shot of Bond. And right next to Bond, you can see Bice. Say hi. Underneath Bond, there's a parking garage and some parking behind it as well. Fingers crossed you get a spot. That's all, folks. Thanks for watching. Go Bond!
All right, that was exciting. Let's talk next about Copley Apartments. Copley Apartments have very large single bedrooms with full-size beds with lots of personal space. It's on North Grounds, right across from the University of Virginia School of Law and the Darden School of Business, and just a short walk to Barracks Road. It is also near Copley Field in the park and near the North Grounds Recreation Center. Ample parking right outside your door. As you can see from the map, you can get an idea of where it's located. Here is a typical floor plan for a Copley apartment. You see it's got the 2 single beds, and then it also has a bath and a half. So each student has their own sink and toilet, and then there's the one bath area, the bathtub and shower to share. And as you can see, there are multiple buildings with Copley Apartments. That gives you an idea of what the outside of the Copley area looks like. What a decorated bedroom would look like. The kitchen, which has had some work done to it and it's been renovated. The living area.
Welcome to Copley Apartments. Let's take a tour of one of the apartments. Each spacious apartment comes with a fully furnished living room and kitchen, and there's plenty of space to bring your own appliances, kitchen utensils, and other furniture. Each apartment comes with 1 half bathroom and 1 full bathroom, and 2 bedrooms, each with a desk, chair, wardrobe, and an extra long full-size bed. Outside of the apartment, you'll find a scenic gazebo located to the west of the apartments with picnic tables and grills perfect for outdoor gatherings. Past the gazebo, you'll find the softball field, which UVA's law school uses to host an annual softball competition against rival law schools from across the country. Behind the softball field, you'll find the basketball courts. Behind the apartment buildings, there's plenty of space for outdoor activities. There are 3 laundry rooms divided between the buildings, each equipped with 3 washing machines and 3 dryers. Finally, there's plenty of parking in front of the buildings, so you'll never have to worry about finding space. Copley Apartments. Make housing your home.
Okay, next is Faulkner Apartments, which is right near the Copley Apartments, as well on North Grounds. Large apartments with single bedrooms and full-size beds. It's right across the street from the North Grounds Recreation Center, a short walk to JPJ, the Davenport Field, and Falkner Stadium. It's a quiet community with many programming opportunities, and you get an idea of where it's located based on the map. As you can see, it's 4 bedrooms, and the bath area is set up so that each resident could be doing something and not disturb the other. The toilet and the shower are separate rooms, and then there are 2 sinks in each apartment. And you can see Faulkner area has 3 buildings, Hinch, Younger, and Mitchell. And so when you go to select a room, you're looking for Hinch, Younger, and Mitchell. All right, here's a lovely shot of Faulkner Apartments. It has very beautiful land and it has a gazebo, which is very nice for outdoor activities. Here's a picture of a decorated room. The upgraded kitchen area, the living area.
Hey Tara, welcome to our crib. Don't mind Will, come on in.
Comfortably located on North Grounds, only a short walk from John Paul Jones Arena, or a quick bus ride from Barracks, you'll find Faulkner. one of the amazing housing associations available to upperclassmen students here at the university. Whether you're staying in Mitchell, Hench, or Younger, you'll be greeted to a fully furnished apartment containing a bathroom, living and dining room, kitchen, and bedrooms for you and up to 3 roommates to customize and enjoy.
I enjoy living in Faulkner because of its close proximity to the North Grounds gym. It's like a 5-minute walk right around the corner. Also during the fall, all of North Grounds and like garden, it's so pretty. I also really appreciate the renovated facilities in comparison to other upperclassmen areas. We have a nice kitchen and bathroom and bedrooms.
Each bedroom comes furnished with a full-size bed, desk, chair, dresser, and wardrobe that you can rearrange into a cozy and comfortable living space. Residents also enjoy on-site parking, easily accessible laundry facilities, Wi-Fi, and air conditioning.
Yeah, it's also a really chill community. Everyone tends to stay very close to each other, or they want to hang out in the gazebo. And when it's nice the weather, they usually go outside and study, or they hang out with their friends. But overall, it's a very peaceful area to live in.
If you're looking for a change of pace with all the best amenities, consider living in Faulkner. We really hope to see you soon.
All right, now we're going to talk about Lambeth Apartments, which is one of the larger upper class areas. It has about 800 students, and it's right on one of the entrances to it is right off Emmett Street, and there's a back entrance by the colonnades that is right off Rugby Road. Its central location within walking distance to the Arts Grounds, Central Grounds, JPJ, Mem Gym, the corner, and Rugby Road. You can get an idea of where it's located based on the map. It's been recently renovated to the interior part of the apartments, and Lambeth Commons was recently renovated, and it has great study space, a convenience store, and a mailroom and laundry. Here is a typical 3-bedroom apartment. Lambeth has 2 and 3-bedroom apartments, again with a double room with the opportunity of a roommate. So it holds 4 or 6 students in each apartment. You get an idea, you see the 2 full bathrooms, the living area and the kitchen area. And you can also see that Lambeth has multiple apartment buildings as well. Here's a lovely outdoor picture of Lambeth, plenty of space to walk around. What a decorated room might look like. The kitchen area. And the living room area.
Hey there, welcome to Lambeth. Lambeth is the largest upperclassmen housing space at UVA, with homes for more than 800 students and over 75 apartments. Great things about Lambeth are its proximity to wonderful spaces around grounds, including Lambeth Field, JPJ, the Barracks Shopping Center, which has great access for students, and there are a lot of bus stops around Lambeth, so there's a lot of accessibility for all students. Lambeth Commons is one of the best amenities that Lambeth has. Inside we have C3, the convenience store. We have a mail room that's open to students on weekdays. We have an expansive laundry room that has plenty of space for all of our students, as well as numerous different study spaces of varying sizes to meet whatever needs you may have. Every Lambeth apartment comes with a fully furnished living space, as well as a kitchen equipped with a full-size fridge, stovetop oven, dining area, and lots of cabinetry. It has 2 bathrooms, as well as 2 or 3 double bedrooms for a total of 4 or 6 students. Live on grounds, live at Lambeth.
Next on our list is Johnson, Malone, and Whedon, also known as JMW. These are our traditional double loaded corridor residence hall style. It gives you that community feel. So you have single and double rooms. Mostly 2/3 of the rooms are single rooms, and you have a community bath and a kitchen. And so it's sort of easy living, just you in your room, and everything else is simple. It's walking distance to Runk Dining Hall, the AFC, Slaughter Gym, and Scott Stadium. You can see that on the map. You can get an idea of where it's located. It's right behind Dillard and Gooch Residence Halls, and it's also right near the Hereford Residential College. There are walking and biking trails where you can get out and walk around and clear your mind. And again, as I mentioned, there are student kitchens in each of the buildings. Here you have a typical single room floor plan and a typical double room floor plan. And as you can see, it's part of a larger area of 5 residence halls. There's Johnson, Norris, Malone, Whedon, and Wyburn. So Norris and Wyburn are part of the Hereford Residential College, and Johnson, Malone, and Whedon are the other 3 buildings in that same area. And there you can see Runk Dining Hall, and just to the right, Gooch and Dillard Residence Halls. Here's a beautiful shot of the outdoor plaza right in front of Runk. A typical single room, and the furniture, the bed is adjustable. You can take it and lower it down, move the furniture out from under the bed and lower the bed, or raise the bed and have the furniture underneath it. Here's what a typical double room might look like. Here's a shot from Runk Dining Hall looking out.
Hi guys, welcome to Johnson. This is a standard single bedroom. It comes with a desk with plenty of drawers and a room for a chair underneath. A dresser that fits nicely under your bed for storage options. You can also move it elsewhere in the room. It comes with a wardrobe large enough to hang your clothes and stick things on top if you need. You have a standard twin size bed with a mattress and also a nice open window with a view of the nice outdoors. You have the option to crack your window and open it if you'd like some fresh air. Your room also comes equipped with access to Wi-Fi, so your internet connection should always be strong. You also have a thermostat and adjustable light. And this is a view of a standard hall bathroom in Johnson. You will go in and you have a nice shower room. You have 3 stalls with detachable shower heads and lots of privacy, shower curtains, places to hang your towels and your toiletries. In the other part of the bathroom, you have 3 sinks, 3 bathroom stalls. There should always be access to paper towels and soap. Bathroom stalls are nice and private, big doors. This is Johnson's double bedroom. It comes with 2 twin beds with the standard mattress. The beds are loftable, so you can fit your furniture under the bed for more space in the room. It comes with 2 dressers, 2 desks with chairs, trash cans, 2 wardrobes, so plenty of room to hang your clothes, and shelves on the end of the bed as well. The rooms also have access to a thermostat, a light, and a window for some extra light and fresh air.
So now that you're very, very excited about our upper class areas, here's the answer to how to apply. The application opens online on February 15th. You will create a roommate group. Now you can have a roommate group of just yourself and go solo, or you can create a roommate group of more of the people who you would like to live with. Now the deadline to complete the application and your roommate group and verify it is February 25th. So just to give you an idea of the housing application phases, phase 1 is the current on-ground residents who wanted to return to their same upper class area. That process occurred at the end of January and the beginning of February. Next are all rising second years, including the students who would like to participate in the new Connect to Grounds program option. If you don't know about that, please check out our social media and find the webinar that tells you a little bit more about the Connect to Grounds program. And then the third phase is all students who don't have housing yet. Things to remember: students participating in the online room selection process will be able to search available housing at their room selection time period and assign themselves and those in their roommate groups to specific housing. Again, the roommate group can be just you, or it can be you and some friends, the folks who you would like to live with. And so you get to go on, see what's available, and then select the space that you want to live in. And this is all done by the roommate group leader. And another advantage of living on grounds is that if you have the opportunity to go study abroad, you can be accommodated for the absence, saving considerable money and the trouble of subletting. And so if you decide to go abroad in the fall, your housing agreement will be canceled. And then when you come back in the spring, you can apply for spring-only housing as an opportunity to live on grounds in the spring. Also remember that entering a UVA housing agreement is identical to signing an apartment lease. It is binding and it is legal. Your next steps. So in your search for housing for 2021-22, take a look at our on-grounds housing options on our website. Search our off-grounds housing options as well by going to the off-grounds housing website if you're still considering. Also, view our Live On Housing webinars. There are some that we released before this, and then on February 16th, we will release the off-grounds housing option and talk about living off-grounds. There's also a virtual off-grounds housing fair on February 17th from noon to 2. You'll have the opportunity to interact virtually with some of the folks who manage the properties off-grounds. All you have to do is go to the off-grounds housing website and click on the box to register for the virtual off-grounds housing fair. Have your questions answered during housing information office hours. Join me in my Zoom office hours. I'm happy to answer any of your questions, and I'm available on the following days: February 9th, 12th, 16th, 19th, 23rd, and 26th. Basically, every Tuesday and Friday in February. Just pop in. Once I'm free, I'll let you in and we can talk about whatever questions you might have. If you have questions about the upper class areas that I talked about, please make sure that you visit us on our website for each of the separate upper class areas: Bice, Bond, Copley, Faulkner, Lambeth, or JMW, Johnson, Malone, Whedon. You can always contact us in our office at the number on the screen, 434-924-3736. Don't forget our upcoming housing webinar about off-grounds housing options. And also check out our website, or if you currently live on grounds, talk to your RA or your senior resident. Thank you for joining me today. I hope this was very helpful for you. If not, then join me in my Zoom office hours and I can answer any questions for you. You have a great day.